Hey, it's TV Tech Geek, and right now I'm going to be going over the Samsung UN50JU6500 version. I left a link in the description below to a great deal on this TV, so be sure to check that out. You also check out user reviews and see what other people think about this model. So this model has a 50-inch LED screen and it's edge lit, and that means that the LEDs are positioned around the perimeter of the screen and the light spreads behind the LCD panel. So like I said, this model has a 50-inch screen, so with this screen size and considering the 4K resolution, you will get the best picture when you're sitting about 4.8 feet away. Now this is kind of scientific the way this is calculated, but I'm putting it in simple terms. If you sit 4.8 feet away, you will get the most detail out of the 4K resolution. And that's not to say that it won't look great beyond 4.8 feet, but that is a sweet spot when it comes to the picture quality. So this model has UHD dimming, and this is a feature offered by Samsung. And basically this feature precisely scans an incredible amount of zones across the entire image, and it will automatically adjust the brightness and deliver deep black levels and brighter white levels. And another advantage of this feature is it eliminates the halo effect and image distortion as well. Another awesome feature is the contrast enhancer. And if you don't know already, contrast is one of the most important factors when it comes to picture quality, and what this feature does is it will intelligently apply varying levels of contrast to different areas of the screen, and the result is more depth. So it almost gives it more of a dramatic 3D like effect where objects will stand out a little more than what they would without this feature. So obviously this model has a 4K resolution, and this is the single most important factor when it comes to picture quality. It has 4 times as many pixels as a 1080p resolution. It has 8,294,400 pixels. So picture quality is simply not an issue with this model. And what's also great is it has UHD upscaling, and basically what this does is it takes all of your non-4K content and it will automatically upscale them to 4K. So while this feature does improve the picture quality, of course it won't be as great as watching native 4K content, but it's definitely an improvement. Other features are motion rate 120, and with this feature enabled you'll have reduced motion blur, so if you're watching sports it's great for that. Otherwise I like to turn this feature off because it's just too smooth, and me personally it makes me a little motion sick, and a lot of people refer to this as a soap opera effect, but check out this feature and see if you like it. It's kind of a personal preference, so if you don't like it just turn it off, and if you do like it just leave it on. And for sports it's great, especially if you're watching fast-paced sports like hockey, where you could really see that puck really clearly. This model also has an ultra clear panel, and this is ideal if your room is heavily lit with like daytime light, because this will reduce the amount of reflections on the screen. And of course you have your smart apps, and one thing I really like is the quad core processor that's included. A lot of TVs have a slower processor, so the interface is a little sluggish, especially when browsing smart apps and their interfaces. And with the quad core you'll find that everything's really snappy when it comes to navigation. So of course there's also a built-in Wi-Fi and a web browser. The design on this TV is really sleek. It has a thin 2-inch profile. It also has that thin bezel, so there's little border distractions around the screen. And if you're in the dark, you won't even really notice the bezel, so it makes for a much more immersive experience. This model weighs 26.9 pounds without the stand and 31.7 pounds with the stand. So it's pretty light and it's thin and it's really sleek looking. And it also has VESA 400x400, and this means if you're mounting the TV holes on the back of the display are 400mm across and 400mm down. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for a wall mount, that it fits within the VESA 400x400 specification. As for the inputs, there's one RF in, one component video in, one composite, one optical audio out. It has 4 HDMI ports, has an audio out MIDI jack, an IR out port, and it also has 3 USB ports and an Ethernet port. So to conclude, I really like what I'm seeing with the Samsung UN50JU6500. It's extremely sleek looking, it has awesome picture quality with a 4K resolution, that contrast enhancer feature, and also has UHD dimming. So you get great black levels as well. Be sure to check out that link below in the description for a great deal on this model, and you can also check out user reviews and see what other people are saying. I hope you found this quick overview helpful.